Hello, fellow travelers. This is Veronica from Human Design Journey with the series of the channels. And we get to the 3410, the channel of exploration, a design of following one's own convictions. And it is a part of the minor circuit, the centering circuit, 3410 and 2551, which when present in a chart basically makes it even more individual. It's part of the individual circuitry, and it makes it even more it basically shows what the core of the individual process is. Here we have the 34th gate, the gate of power, and 10th gate, the gate of behavior. So we have a very fixed behavior, the empowerment of behavior, so to say, or the behavior of empowerment. And it's a dualistic system, human design. So these terms can always be inverted. It's a generated channel. So what it means is that as long as you're responding to life, you become centered in your convictions. That's what it means to be to follow your own convictions, is actually to just respond and be yourself. And then your behavior will always be perfect, and behaving correctly will be pure power, pure life force, coming from the sacral center. Basically, people with channels in the centering circuit, their aura creates something like a vortex. I call them the Tasmanian devil. Like when they're busy and really responding to life with their own thing, they have the perfect behavior, which just attracts people. They attract attention to themselves. And it has a very fixed behavioral pattern. And as the not self here, so on one hand, you could empower everybody to be even more fixed as themselves, or they can be like, as I am, and as long as you are as you are, everything's fine. But they empower others to follow their own behavior, whatever it happens to be, whatever the individuality and the beauty of the melancholy and this re-empowering that is happening here, to sense your own uniqueness. And it is about the behavior that emerges out of this is always perfect. And it is simply the nature of the individual channel to be more or less competitive, the 5125, the other channel. But in order for a generator to be awake, they only have to wait to be asked. You see, there is no, in this circuitry, there is those two centers. The sacral center is not an awareness center, and the G center is by itself, stands by itself. The sacral is at least one of four motors, but they're really independent. It's empowering the self, the love, the direction. So it's about non-interference. They're really centered in themselves, in their own behavior. Their power is creating a magnetizing kind of, not really magnetizing, that's for the 515, but they have the magnetic aura. Here we have it's again, don't forget, one of the tantric channels. They're 4 between the sacral and the G, and it's the life, pure life force, empowering the individual way, the individual the individual identity, the right to be your own, in a way, explorer of self. This is a generated channel. Generators are here to know who they are, and with every response, learn who they are. It is the art of initiation to be yourself. The 21, the 5125, sorry. So this whole circuit is kind of, on one way we have the exploration of the environment, and then in the 2551, the initiation in the self. It all is, it's the core of our body graph. It's the core of the individual process. So no matter how unusual those people are, they kind of feed the individuality into following your own convictions and staying with what's there and what you responded to, so as to get to something new and mutate you and explore and bring change with this to the other, by having them be more explorative and convicting their own, following their own convictions and staying with their own process and staying with who they are, and having their own beautiful expression of the core of the individuality of being differentiated being. And every individual would love to be left alone, to with their own behavior without interference. And this is what this channel exactly empowers others, is to live their own behavior without suffering the interference of others. That's why two individual beings, this is what they respect in each other, that they leave each other alone with their freakiness. And when you can spot the freakiness in the other, and you're like, okay, I'm also a freak, you be your freak, I be my freak, and we just leave each other alone. And that's really re-empowering. That's why individuality likes each other in their melancholy creativity, as long as they don't put reasons and to their moods, to their moodiness, to their uncertainty, to their I don't know now, or I know now. Now I know. Now I know. I don't know how I know, but I just do. And the 1034 play a vital role in empowering with their own uniqueness, and really they can be really healthy if they follow their own convictions, if they stay with who they are and just respond to life. So this channel teaches us to live in the now, responding to the correct behavior, without forcing it. It just happens. Of course, if you're emotional, and always have in mind that the channels, I am exploring them out of context. So I'm just exploring the channel, but your chart, your body graph will have very specific nuances, whether you have this channel or part or one or two of these gates. And I will have series about the gates. And they're opposites in the wheel. But here we're talking about the channels, and it very much depends on each specific design. So have this in mind, and if you would like to look at I look at your specific design, you know where to find me. Human Design Journey. Power of behavior of the self, and being a creative channel, it really is showing us the authenticity and independence, here to empower independence and self-reliance. This is what this energy is about. And even when we don't have these channels, we have these circuits. Imagine the body graph like a circuit board. And where you're open, white, undefined, this is where you take energy in. But it doesn't mean you don't have it. You have it, but it's not consistent. It comes and goes, the information. So we can learn from all of those. And especially where you're open, this is where you're here to be at school and learn. And if you don't have this channel, you are here to experience and be empowered by those people. So for both, whether you have it defined or undefined, it is useful to look at the channels and the different circuits, the different streams, and how they travel up and down the circuit board. Really interesting to see, but have in mind, a lot of that is a mind trip. It's very interesting, human design, and yet it is here to be experimented, not talked about. So go there, experiment. Do you want to? I'm Veronica from Human Design Journey, and if you would like to subscribe, if you like that video, and like to follow me for more or find me on my other socials, I'll be glad. If you have this channel, I would be interested to hear, or somebody with it, I would be interested to hear what you have to say, what you experienced. Do you resonate? And yeah, whether you want a foundation analysis, partnership analysis, or one of the different life cycle analysis, or incarnation, which is the life purpose analysis, I will be honored to give you my revolutionary way and individual creative direction. Love to share with you, and I'll be back with more. Bye for now.